welcome to our 1111 portal. This is a big day about balance, a big day about everything being in unity, a big day for manifestation, a big day to pull the energy in. So one of the things that we want to do is find our balance. Just like the yin yang, we have masculine and feminine within each of us. The yin has a bit of yang, the yang has a bit of yin. We are meant to find balance between our masculine and our feminine energies. So even though we identify with a masculine body or a feminine body, doesn't mean we only identify with masculine or feminine energy. We find a balance in both. Now for our feminines, in the chakra system, our feminines tend to start up at the crown chakra. We connect to divinity. We are easier to connect to source, divine, however you want to name that energy. We connect to that really easily up top in the crown chakra. And then we're really good. Most women will say they know that intuitive feeling that just, you just know. And then we move into our throat chakra and our communication, our ease with words, our ease to communicate our thoughts, our ease to communicate our feelings. And you can see that when women get together, we can easily communicate how we're thinking, how we're feeling, all of that stuff, and no problem back and forth. Oh my gosh, that happened to you. Oh my gosh, that happened to me. No problem sharing our truth. And then we move into our heart space. Everybody meets in the center at the heart. Everybody finds love. That's the connection point for all. Masculines begin at the bottom, and they'll begin at the root chakra with stability, security. They're the 3D energy, the physical world energy. So they're very into how to create stability and security within their physical being, within their physical world, within their surroundings, for their family, for themselves. Stability and security is super duper important, which of course translates to needing more focus on finances, because that's a physical thing. That's something that we need for survival. A home, a shelter. These are the things that masculine energy focuses heavily on. Then they move into the sacral chakra. And the sacral chakra is our place of just emotions, not necessarily the depth yet, though it can be. That's our place we hold our pain, our shame, our hurt. That's the sacral chakra, but the sacral chakra can also be incredibly sexual energy, that deep feeling, deep into the emotions, deep into the just experiencing. Then as we move in, we move from there into the solar plexus chakra. That's confidence. Men go out there in a world that is a very dominant world that we live in at this time, and they go out there confident, secure, able to move within the world, able to focus on what they want and achieve what they want. And they're seen with just, I am capable, I am man, and come out there with that energy. Now, then they come up into the heart space and they meet again at love. So our path in remembering that there is both masculine and feminine in both is understanding that from the feminine aspect, we can't just be all focused on the spiritual, focused on the knowing, focused on the communication. We have to work our way down the chakra system. And our first place of finding is going to be that solar plexus, just where the masculine ended. And that's finding our self-confidence, finding our self-worth, finding our value outside of what the physical world offers to us. And not just our own value within self, but how to then use that value. That's how we use, once we know who we are, we move into feeling who we are, expressing it, feeling it within our being, not just knowing I'm confident, I'm strong, I'm worthy, but truly feeling confident and strong and worthy. And once we are able to feel confident, strong, and worthy, then we move into the root chakra, creating security, stability, foundation within the physical world. That's where the finances come in. That's where the creating a solid foundation of life comes in. But starting from all of the chakras moving down. The masculines, because they've already focused on making the world, they need to go up this way. And they're going to go to the heart space to finally be able to communicate what is in their heart as they move to the throat chakra, being able to communicate love, being able to communicate connection. And as they begin to open the throat chakra, they'll be able to move up into the knowing. They'll begin to understand that intuitive knowing when they just know something, not because science proved it, not because there's concrete facts that say, yes, this is what it is, but because they can feel that that's what it is, because they just know it. And then once they begin to understand that their intuition is leading things, they begin to realize there's something bigger than them that's helping them with their intuition. And that's the crown chakra. That's their connection to divinity. That's their connection to source. That's their connection to God, however you want to name that energy. But they don't get there until they begin to communicate, trust their intuition, and then they understand what divinity is. We're working on going the other direction and finding security and stability. But there's so much importance in having in a relationship someone who identifies as the feminine energy. Though when I say energy, it does not mean it has to be a feminine presenting body. It is simply a feminine energy, the energy of receptivity, the energy of relax, nurture, loving, giving. That is the feminine energy. Masculine energy is more into the doing, pushing, making things happen, pushing things into place energy. When we get into a state as a feminine presenting body, or as a feminine energy, not a feminine presenting body, as a feminine energy, when we start to get into a masculine energy that we have not earned, that we have not worked through by working through the confidence, working through the feelings, and we start trying to make that foundation without having the full movement, we move into a wounded masculine energy. A wounded masculine energy comes into the state of, I have to make things happen. If I don't do it, nothing will get done. And so many women can identify with that emotion of, if I don't do it, it doesn't get done. If I don't do it, it won't get done. And that fear of, if I don't do it, no one else will pick it up. So we push and we try to make things happen. But because it's not a full-fledged energy from confidence, we are in a wounded state. And that wounded state then says martyrdom. Now I'm doing it because everybody else doesn't. I'm doing it because no one else will. Not I'm doing it because I know it creates security for my family. I know it creates stability for others, which is that solid ground of that first chakra. It's more that you're doing it because we have to. And the whole martyrdom and the whole, oh, I'm so hard done by because I had to do it. No, I don't really want to do it. That's a wounded masculine energy. Just the same as a wounded feminine energy that a masculine might be in. And feminines are in the wounded energy too. Before we can fully hit our full feminine thing, we have to work our way through the wounded feminine energy. Then we find our way into moving past the wounded masculine energy and finding balance in this pattern. But our wounded feminine looks a lot like, why don't you love me? Why don't you want me? It's that needy, it's that pushing, it's, I need you to love me. I need you to connect with me. I need you to validate me. That's a wounded feminine energy. So when we are sitting in a wounded feminine energy, we are not sitting in our powerful state. We are not embracing the full-fledged feminine energy because we're not here in our inner knowing. We're not trusting in the source. We're saying, I have to make it happen and I need someone to validate me so that I can get back in here. That's not positive feminine energy. That's the wounded. And just like the masculine, working and complaining about the working and complaining that, oh, if I didn't work, no one else would work. I have to be the breadwinner. I don't really want to do this. Not providing because they want to provide stability and security. Providing because they feel like they are defaulted to have to supply that. Then they're in their wounded feminine. When they're, nobody's hearing me, that, or the wounded masculine. When they're in their wounded feminine, it's the, why won't you love me? Why won't you give me what I need? Just as the feminine is in that wounded energy, the masculine will be in the same thing. Why can't you just do this for me? I need you to validate me. Wounded feminine. So what we ideally want is to be in the healed feminine, the healed masculine, where again, as the feminines, we move through, we are confident in ourselves. We feel worthy of our being. We are valuable, not because someone else validates our existence, but because we know what we bring to the table. And as we move down through that, we create our security. As the masculines move through and heal their wounded masculine, they move from the security, stability into, I can go to the depths of my feelings. I can get into the deeper emotions, the deeper experiences. And then when I know that I can feel my feelings, then I can move into that state of, I'm now confident in who I am. I know what I bring to the table. I know what value I have because I've dealt with the emotions of not feeling good enough. Then we can move into heart. And then we can begin to go up into trusting our communication and speaking our truth and speaking our voice and trusting what we know and hearing their connection with source and our guides and all of those things. Those come along with opening all systems. Essentially, that is the romantic journey. That is the karma bond. That is the twin flame journey as a whole. For those who are twin flames, the whole system is about finding your other half, but your other half isn't you, you're opposites. Because of the yin yang, you're going to be opposites, but you're opposites for the purpose of pushing the other one into the areas that they have not developed into yet. It's different than a soulmate. A soulmate is someone who was a friend, who is meant to walk the path with you because they're meant to be beside you as a friend, as a mate, not necessarily as a love interest. They can be, but they're not meant. A soulmate is just meant to make you feel really good. A twin flame is meant to make you grow, and through the hardships, through the pain, because as so many people have quoted, pain is an excellent teacher. It's not fun. I mean, sometimes it can be fun, but it's generally not fun. It's mostly that it hurts. But the hurt is what pushes us through that dark night of that soul, through the deepest, darkest depths to say, you know what? I do not want to be here anymore. And because of that, I'm going to change. I'm going to grow. I have to do something. This feels awful and I cannot do it anymore. That's that push. And our partner, our twin flame partner, would be the one that pushes us to force ourselves to see where we are not valuing ourselves, where we are not confident in ourselves, where we are not going into the depths of our feelings, where we are not creating security and stability, where we are not speaking our truth, where we are not leading from love, where we are not communicating, trusting our intuition, and connecting with something bigger than us. They're meant to help you grow along your soul's path. So what we want to do is we want to move the energy. Now, normally, a lot of us feminines will focus on meditation first and start from the ether and work our way down because that is our natural inclination. But in the context of wanting to create security and stability and balance, we want to start from the root and move our way up from the root as we open all the channels and allow the energy to flow. Now, we're going to try that tonight with some breathing exercises. We're going to use some movement exercises because we want to have balance. Masculine energy is that doer energy. It's the energy movement. So we can't just focus on just the breath work because that focuses just in our feminine energy. We want to add in our masculine energy so that we are balancing both. So that means we're going to harness our chi and we're going to build the energy and we're going to move the energy and see what we can do with it and see if we can create balance. All right. So we're going to begin with some breathing exercises just to create security and stability within us. So I'm going to throw this one on to begin. No, we're not. All right. So we're going to begin with a nice deep breath in and out. In and out. One more time, in and out. Great. So our first pattern we're going to do is alternating nostrils. We're going to begin by plugging our right nostril, and we're going to inhale through our left side, switch sides, plug the left, and exhale through your right. And again, breathe in through the left, breathe out through the right. And again. One more time. And out. Good. From here, we're going to move into skull breath. So we're going to, for this one, this is more forceful. We're going to be bringing in more of the masculine energy with our force. So for this breath, we're going to take a big breath in, and we're going to exhale forcefully, contracting our abdominals to have it sound like on the breath out. Okay? Yes, just like that. So I'm going to actually give us a pattern to follow. Two, three, begin. Do it in your own time. One more. Beautiful. Excellent. So we're going to bring our energy up now that we're starting to feel a little warm with that pattern. We're going to bring our energy up. So we're going to focus on bringing the inhale. We're going to pull the energy up. And on the exhale, we're going to push it out. On the inhale, we're going to pull it up. On the exhale, we're going to push it out. And when you breathe in, I want you to focus on making that wu-jai sound, that ocean breath. So the inhale should sound more like the exhale. Really feel that in the back of your throat. Focus on really pulling the energy towards you. Okay? 3, 2, 1, let's start. Two more. One more. Hold the energy. Bring your hands into a ball over your solar plexus. Feel the energy. Allow your breath to slow. Feel that ball rotate around it. Give it some dimension. See if you could feel all the edges of the ball you just made. Now hold the ball. And I want you to focus on inhale. And when you exhale, I want you to breathe into it and feel it begin to expand on every exhale. Breathe your energy into it. Bring the ball up, extend it up to the heavens. Hold it like you're holding a moon. Push that energy out. We're going to start to bring energy from the earth up into us as we bring it up at the beginning. So as we come down, we're going to scoop the energy up, push it up, and pour it over top of us. Bringing in that earth, masculine, stable, secure energy. Good. We're going to bring it down and slow it down as we move into our heart space. We're going to allow ourselves, now that we've created that secure stability, we're actually going to move up, not just from our heart space, we're going to move into that feelings. We're going to start to begin to get to the depth of the feelings. We're going to listen to something that we're just going to breathe to, and we're going to feel to, and allow ourselves to feel the emotion and feel how it feels within us. You can place a hand on your heart if you feel so called. Maybe a hand on your solar plexus. You might find your body wants to move, just let it. Rose-colored glasses are distorted, set fire to my purpose, and I let it burn. You got off in the hurting when it wasn't yours. Yeah, we'd always go into it blindly. I needed to lose you to find me. This dancer was killing me softly. Whatever feelings come up, if they come up, don't stop, feel them. Any difficult emotions come up, breathe into them. Let them release. Like it was easy, made me think I deserved it. In the thick of healing, yeah, we'd always go into it blindly. I needed to lose you to find me. This dancer was killing me softly. I needed to hate you to love me. To love you, to love you, to love you. I needed to lose you to love me. To love you, to love you, to love you. I needed to lose you to love me. You promised the world and I fell for it. I put you first and you adored it. Set fires to my forest and you let it burn. Sang off key in my chorus. To love you, to love you, to love you. I needed to hate you to love me. Yeah. To love you, to love you, to love you. I needed to lose you to love We find our confidence as we release the need to validate, as we release the need for someone to love us in order to validate us. We begin to love ourselves. We begin to understand that the love must begin. And as we learn how to love ourselves, as we learn how to see our true worth, our true value, we begin to be able to find forgiveness. Forgiveness for who we were. Forgiveness for the things that we allowed. Times when people took and did not give back. The times we gave when we should have been in receiving. The times we gave too much without reciprocity. When we gave ourselves away. We forgive ourselves for what we could not do because we did not know yet how. We forgive ourselves for who we were and the choices we made that caused harm because we did not know better yet. Now we do. And now we can change. We release what is no longer meant for us when we forgive. And when we begin to forgive ourselves, we begin to understand that those around us were just as foolish as we were, made just as many mistakes as we made, and are just as deserving of our forgiveness as we are of our own forgiveness. We begin to be able to find our ability to tap into our emotions, our deep, deep, deep emotions, our shame, our fear, our stresses, our worries. The things we have tried to push away, we find ourselves able to tap into. And as we tap into those, we remove our insecurity, our instability, and we find solid ground. So now that we've moved into our heart, we are going to begin to move into our communication and open up our throat chakra. For this, we are going to change our breathing pattern into one of a fire breath. We're going to begin with the bumblebee breath. We begin by a breath in, and we hum out our sound. We're going to make it more audible now, making it more of an ah sound. Ah.
One more. Beautiful. Now that we've cleared out our throat chakra, really cleared it out. Now that we've cleared out our throat chakra, we are going to move our way into our third eye chakra. And we're going to do that by shifting up into our inner knowing. During this breath, I want you to focus. Push your eyes, close your eyes, and look inward towards the center between your eyebrows. Turn your eyes up. We're going to let go of our thinking and allow ourselves to just feel. Allow yourself to breathe your energy into that third eye. You can take deep breaths, or if you prefer, you can just take regular breaths and allow your breath to fall. And surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. And take any hand position you want. And take prayer hands. Take hands resting on the knees. You can take a mudra with your ring finger connected to your thumb. You can do middle finger, do index finger. You can do hands intertwined together, connecting all forms of energy from one point to another. Whatever feels comfortable for your hands. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender
You can let your eyes fall, resting in their sockets with your eyes closed. Keep your awareness on that spot between your eyebrows, that third eye. If you find yourself caught up in thoughts during the breathing, just acknowledge that you're in a thought and step out of it. Bring your awareness back to the breath. And we're going to keep our eyes closed. And with that focus on that third eye, I want you to internally ask yourself, what does my highest self need me to know right now? Repeat that question again if you didn't get an answer. What does my highest self need me to know right now? That is the message that your intuition is sharing. Now that we can hear our inner guidance, we can hear our message. Now we will connect to the divine. We let go and we trust in Source. We trust in the divine. We trust in divine order. We trust in divine time. Trust that everything will happen exactly how we're going to move our energy up. We're going to move our energy up into our crown chakra and our connection to the divine. We'll switch our breathing to 6-2 breathing. We're going to inhale for a count of 6, hold for a count of 2, and release for a count of 6. Ready? Inhale. 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2. In. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2. Inhale. Exhale. Open that crown chakra. Let go and trust. The boundaries around my energy, cause I choose to be me. I won't surround myself with people that will steal my inner peace. You gotta choose to be free too, and be careful with the people that you give your energy to. They say they love you, but they hurt you. So make them wait, give them space, tell them patience is a virtue. And certain people in your life, they won't respect it. The same ones who can get rejected. Feel that energy flowing in. We're opening up that crown. Open it up to the divine. Let that beautiful, golden, white, shiny light come in that top of the chakra. Bring it through the crown, all the way through your body. Imagine it like liquid sunlight. Bring it all the way down to your toes. Let it fill all the way up. Fill up those feet. Feel the energy up your legs. Keep bringing that energy up. Bring it through the hips. Bring it up through the lower back. Bring it up through the ribs, through the chest. Let that heart take it in. That's the meeting place between the masculine and the feminine. Make it strong. Push it up through the throat. Bring it down the shoulders, down the arms. Fill up those fingers. Bring it up the shoulders, all the way up the arms. Every last bit below your shoulders is filled with that beautiful, golden, warm sunlight. Bring it up through the throat, into the jaw, up into the face and the cheeks, up past your eyes, past your forehead, all the way up to the top of the head. And when you are so full of sunlight that you can't take any more, let it spill out over the top of your head and just cover all over you. Let it wash down back into the earth. Feel it pouring from above you, right into you. Take in that divine energy, that divine love. The universe loves you. The universe is always working in your favor. The universe is always conspiring to give you what you need when you need it. Not before, not after. Always when you need it. Take it in. When you feel so full that you've covered inside and out, allow that port in the top of your head to close, sealing in all that beautiful divine energy, holding it within you. And now it's time to move that energy through us. Give it somewhere to go. Give it some purpose. So we're going to take our moment to stand up, shake out some of the heavies if your feet fell asleep like mine did. We're going to shake out the heavies. And we're going to allow ourselves to move. Make sure we shrug our shoulders. Let that energy out. We sway from the hips as our way to release anything we've got trapped in there. Let it get wild. Give that energy back to the universe. Feel that energy. Send it out. Open the arms wide. Give it back. Universe, I give it back. I send it out into the collective. I take all that I've raised in my balance between my feminine and my masculine, between my knowing and my doing. I take all energy that I have raised and I send it back out. Let me be a beacon to all those who are in need, all those who are looking for help, all those who are looking for light. Let them see me. Let them find me. Let them be as I am, filled with light. I give it back. I send it out. Now we take that energy and we ground. We feel it come from above. We send it through. We push it back out our feet. Let us be a pillar between the light and the dark, the conduit between the ether and matter. Let us be in the center. Let us be in balance. Slow our breaths. Deep breath in and out. In, out. You might find your body swaying or moving with the last of the energy that you're allowing to release. Just let your body move. However it feels it needs to move, allow it to move. We're going to bring our hands to our hearts. We're going to bend at the waist, bring our bodies down to touch the ground. If you can touch the ground with your hands, wonderful. If you cannot, that is okay. Reach as far as you can. Bring ourselves back up into standing. We're going to bring it down to the mat. Slow our thoughts. It's down for the end. Oh, great idea. Child's pose. That's a wonderful place to find ourselves after all that movement. We're going to bring ourselves into a child's pose. Arms can be beside the body or in front of the body. When you feel ready, you can bring yourself into a lying position on your back. Or you can sit in whatever position feels the most comfortable for you. We're going to lie down or sit wherever you feel most comfortable. And we're going to begin to allow our body to feel heavy. Just like we call it in yoga with Shavasana, it means corpse pose. To be like the dead. To be unmoving, unbothered, unthinking, just existing. And as we breathe, slow and easy, keeping our mind connected to our body, staying present where we are, not thinking about anything outside this meditation, not thinking of anything that happened within the meditation, just being present where we are right now. Allowing your body to feel heavy, relaxing at your toes, relaxing your feet, relaxing your ankles, your calves, your knees, relaxing your thighs, relaxing your bum, relaxing your upper thighs and your tummy tum, relaxing your ribs, relaxing your chest, relaxing your upper back and your shoulders, relaxing your upper arms, elbows, relaxing your forearms, relaxing your wrists and your fingers, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your neck, relaxing your jaw, relaxing your cheeks, your nose, relaxing your ears, relaxing your eyes, relaxing your forehead, and at the top of your head, taking a deep breath in and letting it fall out. 2 more breaths like that. And when you feel ready, bring your hands into prayer position in front of your heart. And we end with Namaste.